employers needed to bridge the gap. Maybe it's the true rite of passage in an area known for its work ethic. In Manitowoc County, bringing home a paycheck has always been the sign of adulthood and independence, sought by families for their children and by children for their rightful transition into our county. Since the early 90s, members of the Manitowoc County Transition Advisory Committee, a network of 24 local agencies, schools, colleges, employers, and individuals, have been working together to address this right by supporting the transition needs of individuals with disabilities into our communities. Their latest outreach effort is the 2013-2016 Jobs First of Manitowoc County campaign, where the committee's vision is to provide a seat at the table for all with disabilities. Jobs First targets 3 objectives identified by individuals with disabilities. Foremost is more paid jobs in integrated work settings in the community, along with the desire for greater access and supports to voice interests and needs and live more independently. The committee's focus and the theme of the campaign centers on an employment statistic that has been well documented on both a national and local level. An individual with a disability has a 50% or less chance of finding a paid job than a person without a disability.
Individuals with disabilities employs 50% less than individuals without disabilities. Same day, good times and bad throughout U.S., including our county.
This statistic continues today despite individuals in our community who have worked successfully on the job for many years.
My name's Bob Klein, and I've been here close to 25 years. And I'm their full-time beggar.
The Jobs First philosophy is practiced within many organizations in our community.
The City of Manitowoc just recently hired some individuals with disabilities because of this very purpose, to give them jobs here. The City of Manitowoc wants to be a leader in this field, and we're doing so by hiring these individuals.
However, the Transition Committee believes the philosophy will spread more quickly as more employers and other community members learn how the county's employment process is directed and supported. Our county has 2 gateway agencies from which most services and funding and employment flow for individuals with disabilities. In regard to supportive services and funding, the Aging and Disability Resource Center, or ADRC, of the Lakeshore is the county's first stop.
Both the local government, the state government, and the federal government wants to see our young people employed and employed to the best of their ability. But sometimes they need some supports to do that. Those supports may be a job coach, transportation, assistance with housing, and that's where our agency comes in.
In the job search, the applicant often connects with the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, or DVR. DVR, as many placement agencies and schools, provides a key advocate called a job coach, who assists in forming and maintaining the relationship between the employer, applicant, and agency.
A job coach's job is to go out and talk to the employer, find out what their needs are, and then you find the student that would best fit that position. And we talk to them about the DVR. The DVR is out there to help them transition from high school into the regular working world.
Both DVR and the schools in Manitowoc County have worked together to assist students with various disabilities in preparing for work or to continue their education after high school. The Let's Get to Work project offers another tool for DVR to be able to work with students with disabilities to help them achieve their employment goals. To do this, DVR can provide employment and training services for people with disabilities to help them find a job, keep a job, or improve their current job.
Once the applicant has been assigned a DVR counselor, job placement is set in motion. DVR clients are often introduced to one of 2 contracted placement agencies, Holiday House of Manitowoc County Incorporated.
We accept referrals from DVR, the Division of Voc Rehab, and also Lakeland Care District, to work with individuals who express an interest in obtaining and maintaining employment in the community.
Or NEW Curative Rehabilitation Incorporated.
I'm Betsy Kennecke, and I'm the placement specialist here in Manitowoc County for NEW Curative. NEW Curative is located out of Green Bay. We're a company that's been around for over 65 years. I help with employment in the community for individuals with disabilities of any kind.
We stay out on the job with the student until the student is comfortable and the employer is comfortable.
The placement agency's role is to assess the various experiences provided by community training sites and events to prepare the individual for a job.
We work with individuals that have cerebral palsy, spina bifida, muscular dystrophy, autism, and right now I am standing here with Ryan and with Matthew, who are part of our work activities program. So we do packaging, we do some shredding, and what these jobs do is help them feel part of a team. It teaches them to be productive, and they're not necessarily looking for 40 hours a week, they're maybe looking for even just 2 hours.
Sunrise Horse Farm is a nonprofit program for children and teens to experience the wonderful healing therapy that horses can bring to an individual. They get here in the morning, whether it's washing tanks or throwing down hay, whatever it happens to be. It gives them some self-confidence, self-motivation that they're going from one thing to the next and being able to accomplish that task.
As a team, we work hard to help the horses, like brush them, clean them.
It's been a great cooperative agreement between the schools. With staffing cuts the last couple of years, it helps myself do a lot more with less. They come out to the site eager and energetic, get a lot accomplished.
This teaming with the community, the park system, and with Jim Van Landen from the Disc Golf Association and other community agencies has been a great experience for the students. They've learned some of the soft skills they need for employment and focused on their abilities, not their disabilities. So that's been an important piece for bridging the gap.
Coming here and training in the kitchen for a food service program. And at first I was like, oh boy, what are we getting ourselves into? And it's close to my heart. My grandpa was deaf and was a buffer at Miro here in Manitowoc. Point of the program is eventually at the end that they have the basic skills that hopefully employers from grocery stores to restaurants and more will be employing them.
For the past 3 years, we have been helping with the transitional job fair in Manitowoc County, and it's been a great success for us. And in particular, our current individual, Michael, has been a great success, and I can highly recommend this program. Over the past 3 years, we've had an attendance of approximately 80 people, and there are a great number of people that are looking for jobs, and as a community, we can really help these folks out, and I hope you'll take the time to participate and be a member for this worthy cause.
We talked about various products that you could take to the marketplace and that you could build. We recently just went BP with our keychains. Okay. And they're a real good seller.
We make keychains specifically for something, a name for someone, or something specifically made for a holiday.
So you've learned a lot about manufacturing process, even on a basic level, and you've learned a lot about quality control.
When the applicant's preparation and employer's needs align, the result may often be not only productive, but life-changing.
Matt Gerke, he has been here since January. We look at him as one of our success stories. He comes to work every day ready, willing, and able to work. He doesn't waste any time. His efficiency has been above and beyond what we expected.
I wanted to be an inspiration for other people, and what I mean by that is working hard, extra hard, to make the company look right, to make Holiday House look right, so that there be other opportunities for other people. Come in, do your job, have a couple laughs, go home, have fun with family and friends.
We hired an individual as a part-time individual, Jay Zhang, started with us on May 26th of 2011. After a short time, we brought Jay on in a full-time status, and he has been with our company ever since, and he's working in the sanitation department.
It is important for me to find a paid job in the community. My supervisor is able to depend on me, that I can get it done correctly.
When they come in here, we expect them to perform and do the same job as everyone else, and they can do that very successfully. The amount of time and effort we put into that varies just like any employee that you hire. The people involved with these agencies have been very helpful in getting the individual started.
I'm the dishwasher here. I work every weekend for 7 hours, sometimes 14. I'm not really a social person, but working here has made me more social in the workplace.
There is no secret to long-term employment for an individual with a disability. Traditional hard work,
If they tell me to do something, I always do it.
and continued investment for success.
And then after we do leave, we do come back. We come back within the month and we stay for an hour or so just to make sure everything's going okay. We talk to the employer and other employees to make sure that that student is doing the job that we train them to do.
Jobs First campaign has a common sense philosophy.
That if people kind of pull together, parents, families, students with disabilities, politicians, schools, that we really can make employment a reality for all people with disabilities.
And Manitowoc County has the network in place to unite employers and applicants.
And we at the Chamber are pleased and proud to support the Jobs First program of Manitowoc County. We believe it's a mutually rewarding experience to link individuals with disabilities with our local employers.
Some employers may have concerns about the abilities and performance of these workers.
Some employers may have a concern of if there's a physical disability of some kind, is that going to increase our insurance costs? Is that going to be a bigger burden on us? And statistically, that's not.
Yet many are ready for the next step.
Employers, challenge me. Parents, challenge me. Teachers, challenge me. At table, take me a seat.
And our legislators are uniting to support them.
One of the great things about the Jobs First campaign is that it's working to double the number of people with disabilities to find the opportunity to use their abilities to work and to be employed. The campaign is focusing on helping to train those young individuals to be good employees and to educate employers about the great opportunity and asset that all individuals can bring to their workforce and to making their businesses even more successful. So I hope you join the Jobs First campaign.
It is a fact that Manitowoc County needs more paid jobs to meet the growing demand and has an increasing number of individuals with disabilities who want to work their way further into our communities.
We do need more employers in the community that will work with our students. We need that.
The ultimate goal of the individual is the same, whether the person has a disability or not.
So I know I can do stuff on my own. Stuff on my own.